We learned, with the extreme ownership, but then also, one of the most important things in our marriage is just keeping the lines of communication open. She knows that I can say, whatever I need to say, and she's going to take that away, and she's going to think about it, and she can do the same thing to me. If I'm out of line, she can say something that may or may not, quote unquote, hurt my feelings, and it doesn't change our dynamic, that we love each other and that we have each other's best interests at heart. And so there's that line of communication, but what extreme ownership has really changed about that is realizing that the times that I want to say something to my wife that, hey, you did this and we need to, it's like, well, wait a minute. Actually, I did this.
Yeah.
And
if we pull the string far
like,
enough, it always comes back to us.
Dang it.
Especially in marriage.
Yeah. So it's and now she's kind of started to do that too. And more often than not, we're apologizing to each other rather than,
That's awesome.
So it's like, I'm sorry for doing this. And she's, I'm sorry for doing that. And just like last night, this is a good example. They had class back at Five Stones. And so I called the guy that was teaching for me, and I was checking in with him and see how things went. And we got busy doing stuff down here, and I didn't call my wife before I went to bed. I sent her a text, and I got up the next morning. I was like, hey, I shouldn't have done that. I should have called you. I'm not going to do that anymore. I promise I'll call you. She's like, oh, don't worry about it. You got to do this. God's called you to do so many other things. I'm fine. And I'm just like, no, but really, I was wrong. So it's that back and forth, and it's pretty awesome.
Well, your wife knows your heart. You know your wife's heart. So the intentionality there is not ill towards each other.
Right.
And as you were talking, I just wrote down alignment.
Yeah.
I just feel like, one of the things that extreme ownership brings to marriage is alignment.
100%.
And the more alignment you have, the better your life is going to be.
100%.
I've never met anybody that's like, man, I got too much alignment.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, it's the lack of alignment that causes problems.
Absolutely.
Like any argument you and your wife have ever had, like mine, and like Lucas and his spouse and the rest of the guys that are married, and any of our listeners, I'm willing to bet the arguments were from lack of alignment and or the ego getting involved.
Oh, for sure.
And the more you seek to take ownership, the more you have to subordinate your ego.
Yep.
You have to.
Yep. And it can be a hard thing to do. I tell people all the time, like, hey, it's not that it's easy necessarily to get rid of that monster that's on your back.
No.
But once you do, it's like, oh, this is what it's supposed to be like.
That's cool.
And okay.
That's
All
awesome. All right.